A state law in Oklahoma requires medical marijuana facilities to use a licensed waste disposal company to get rid of product that doesn't pass testing or was returned or contaminated. Now, a group in Muldrow is trying to open a unique business that's worming its way into recycling that waste. 5 News reporter Veronica Ortega explains.
Sean Cohen is grinding up old newspapers and cardboard for his worm farm. Fruits and vegetables will also be added, and if all goes according to plan, medical marijuana waste.
What we were looking at is trying to give more back to the community than just taking away. Most waste facilities are going to take it, grind and mix it at a ratio of like 49:51 and then haul it to the landfill.
Greenleaf Recycle of Oklahoma wants to create a product that can be reused.
When they get through eating it, everything will be what's called castings or worm poop, and what we'll do is harvest those castings, bag it up, and then sell it to greenhouses, growers, and anybody that, grows organically, basically.
Sean and his partners say their business is waiting for permit approval from the Department of Environmental Quality and a waste disposal license from the Oklahoma Medical Marijuana Authority.
When he brought it to me, I thought it was an excellent idea to, instead of getting in on the cannabis business itself, the medical marijuana business, I felt more comfortable getting into the waste side of it.
Sean says they plan to offer special rates to marijuana growers with a license in Oklahoma.
So what we're going to offer is anybody that's got a card holder, when they get through growing their 6 medical marijuana plants, then after it's harvested, they can bring their plant matter to us and we'll process it at no charge.
In Muldrow, covering news where you live, Veronica Ortega, 5 News.
Now, it could be several more weeks before the business is fully operational. The partners also plan to open a second medical waste disposal facility in the Shawnee Miller area.